help, this year's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk here in Boston raises $3 million. The Vote on Marriage campaign is planning to urge Governor Romney to put the marriage amendment on the ballot without a legislative vote. The war of the words over the meaning of marriage is not yet over. To-Wen for JO711 in Boston. Wall Street yesterday experienced its biggest one-day sell-off since the terrorist attacks of September 11, sparked by an overnight plunge in Chinese and other Asian markets. Freshman State Representative Stephen DiNatale's new office is totally empty. But sitting in front of his new desk, DiNatale's mind is full of plans.
It really is an opportunity to make some changes in your city, in my case, the city of Fitchburg.
Yes, it is always all about the city of Fitchburg ever since DiNatale started his campaign in February 2006. His son, Marcus, organized the campaign for him.
When we first started this, it was just my father and I. This was a grassroots campaign.
In 9 months, DiNatale knocked on more than 10,000 people's doors in the city.
There was a woman who lived atop of a hill, very secluded area. Never in her 40 years in Fitchburg has she ever seen an elected official.
But DiNatale went up there and knocked on her door.
Ever since then, they've developed a friendship. And that little example, grew into something bigger.
DiNatale is a strong believer in door-to-door campaign, but not everybody buys this idea.
And he literally chased me out of the backyard. Get out! I didn't say anything, I said.
However, the door-to-door grassroots campaign does successfully bring the former Fitchburg city councilor to the Massachusetts State House. Now what?
The city of Fitchburg has some challenges in the public safety area. I'm hoping to make some inroads in improving that situation in the city.
Representative DiNatale is trying to bring more community policing money to Fitchburg. However, according to the fiscal year 2008 state budget, Fitchburg will get $39 million for local aid, which is not much more than last year's $38 million. It seems this new representative still gets a long way to go. To-Wen for BUTV 10 in Fitchburg. This raining Sunday afternoon, 2,000 Bostonians staged a die-in and marched for victims of the genocide in the Darfur region of Sudan.
We're talking about more than 500 people dying every day for 6 months. Priceless.
Massachusetts Congressman McGovern just returned from the border between Chad and Darfur. He said what he saw broke his heart.
That you would not be a human being if you witnessed what I did and not want to come back and redouble your efforts to put pressure on the United States government and on the world community.
Following the die-in and the rally, hundreds of advocates for the cause carried coffins filled with petitions to Fidelity Investments headquarters. The petitions called for Fidelity to divest from Sudan's oil industry. Boston advocates urged the community to support Senate Bill 2217, which would require state pension funds to divest assets from companies that invest in Sudan.
With that act, we can take $103 million out of companies that are doing business in the Sudan.
With Colorado passed a similar bill this month, Massachusetts seeks to be the 11th state to invest from Sudan. This bill now goes to Senate Ways and Means Committee. To-Wen for BUTV 10 in Boston.